Ayanokoji once stated, "If you want to pee, then pee. If you want to poo, then poo." Whether that's true or not, it's up for you to decide. Yo, what's up guys, it's EG. Today I want to give you guys 7 life-changing laws that Ayanokoji lives by, and not some random shit I put on my ass, but I explain how he follows these laws, and also you guys will see for yourself. These laws are some powerful shit, and you'll have wished you had followed them sooner. So let's begin with Law 1. Law 1. You shall reap what you sow. Ayanokoji does not have a shred of emotion unless you're reading the manga, which is definitely not the same character and pretty trash. As a man with no emotion, he views the world with complete logic. He understands that nothing happens if nothing happens, and that the universe is governed by cause and effect. Ayanokoji throughout the series is incredibly planting a lot of mini seeds throughout character interactions, things that we deem insignificant but coming back ultimately help him win the exams. You should take this in your own life. If you never sow any seeds, how do you expect to reap any rewards? If you just sow one seed each day, eventually when you look around, you'll have a whole garden around you. So with that being said, place $1 parlays every day and eventually you'll reap the rewards. Law 2. You'll only rise to the problems you have. In the White Room, Ayanokoji was the only person to survive the hardest curriculum. This means that he was tasked with the hardest problems and then he rised above them. And here's a problem a lot of us face in our daily lives. All our problems consist of, "Oh shoot, I did not do the homework," or "this girl rejected me," or even most adults' biggest problem is paying rent. If you want to take a page from Ayanokoji's book, try to take on as much problems as possible so you can then rise and enter the next level, and then keep progressively overloading. And remember, you can only fail if you give up. Law 3. The measure of a man is how much damage he can take. Throughout the series, Ayanokoji's endurance, both mentally and physically, is put to the test massively in the White Room, but also in the actual classroom of the elite, as everyone starts to target him later in the series. I don't think it's in the anime right now. His stoicism and ability to weather adversities without flinching reveals a profound strength of character. This is a great testament to see how great your potential is. The more losses you can take, or for example you may be taking right now, the more you can take on the chin, smile, then come back harder, is the potential greatness you have as a man or for the women who watch this channel. Law 4, and this is my favorite one. The number 1 rule of life is don't flinch. And this is basically Ayanokoji's trademark. You can basically tell him all 5 of his baby mamas got pregnant and he'll stand there unfazed and never even flinch. 1v5, doesn't flinch. Kushida tries to attack him in front of the whole class while seated, doesn't flinch. This unflinching nature is what makes Ayanokoji such a badass in the first place. So I'd like to impart this law onto you guys. No matter what happens, do not flinch and keep shooting from the hip. Law 5. Always say less than necessary. Everyone knew this was coming. Ayanokoji is known for being someone who does not speak a lot of words, but always says less than necessary, creating this mysterious aura around himself while also leaving him with no vulnerabilities from anyone in the classroom of the elite. So I have 2 videos on this already, but I'll leave it off with the following. This law will never hurt you as much as not following it. And that's just facts. I'm not saying be an antisocial weirdo, but say less than necessary, because majority of the time you say some stupid shit that you shouldn't have said. Like right now I just said too much than necessary. Law 6, and like the last one, this one's also from the 48 Laws of Power. Law 6. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. It's funny because I feel like Ayanokoji has made more deals and did more favors to enemies such as Ryuen and Sakanagi than Horitaka. And maybe it's because he doesn't trust her, but Ayanokoji is definitely a master in using his enemies. Take Kushida for instance. She was straight on smoke with Ayanokoji since the beginning of the series, but she still is doing a lot of Ayanokoji's bidding and even Horitaka's bidding now. And like Sun Tzu said, you can only be betrayed by a friend. So take that as you want. Lastly, in the final law, and I feel like this law is really important for people who watch this channel, because a lot of you guys are social outcasts and also have the INTJ personality type, like majority of people who watch this channel, and I know that from the Discord server. So law 7, think as you like, but behave like others. Ayanokoji adeptly blends into his surroundings. His true thoughts and intentions are masked behind the facade of a sheep. This duality allows him to navigate social dynamics without drawing undue attention, enabling him to observe, plan, and act without interference. This principle teaches the value of strategic conformity, the ability to think independently while adapting to the norms and expectations of the environment. This approach maximizes personal freedom and effectiveness by avoiding unnecessary conflicts and leveraging societal norms to one's advantage. Life is strangely ironic this way, as you'll be more free acting as others than acting as yourself. Hence, when they say put your money on red, put it all on black, and we'll see who wins. And that's all for today's video. If you're interested in a 400 plus slide 1-year white room training program, along with a private community with weekly live calls, class from A to D with special exams, and singular special exams, not always a class special exam, and so much more that I can't even list it all or be here all day, do the test to join below, and thanks for watching. Peace on the street.